I'm back, Lorenz, for the Matrixx and Rhodes show. Let's talk about Taylor Lorenz of the Washington Post. You know, the crazy chick that went on MSNBC and was crying and pissing and moaning about people on the internet harassing her after she literally has made a career out of going out and harassing other people. This is the same woman that went out and harassed the creator of Libs of TikTok. Yeah. The same one, the cringy one that was on that video crying and pissing and moaning. And now she has decided to go after a Sopranos meme Twitter account. You can't make this shit up. And why is she going after them? Because of the vaccine. Oh, the brave, stunning, and courageous vaccine. Yes. Oh, let the poor healing waters of the vaccine pour all over us, except it didn't, and people can still get it, and it can still get transferred, and you can still get sick. What is it now exactly? It's a vaccine? Is that what we're still calling it? Okay, a shot. Let's put it that way. So there's so many leftists out there, and I don't know if you guys realize this, but there are still a ton of leftists out there that are scared to living death of COVID, still do not leave their house, and believe they should know the vaccination status of everybody walking around in this country. And fourth, if you are not vaccinated, you should probably be locked up. This is all still a thing. I don't know if you people realize that or not. But that section of the Democratic Socialist Leftists, that section still exists, which to me is sort of frightening and sick at this point. That you still have yourself locked down like that. I mean, I understand if somebody's got very, very extenuating circumstances of some health issue, but beyond that, I cannot imagine that people are still even talking about this thing. It's weird. It's weird. Now, I only talk about it if I see something just absolutely crazy like this. New York Post. Taylor Lorenz in a Twitter feud with Sopranos meme account over COVID vaccine. I mean, and it looks like this account is run by a leftist. I mean, think about that. Uh-oh, you attack somebody that's probably on your side of the political aisle, to be honest. Absolutely nuts. I mean, they actually come out and admit they're vaccinated. It's true, leftist on leftist crime now. Washington Post internet reporter Taylor Lorenz accused a Sopranos-themed meme account on Twitter for promoting anti-vaxxer COVID denialism. Y'all are true space cadets. After the operator of the Twitter handle mocked her for having a, quote, no-show job. Well, I mean, you know. By the way, there is a whole section of society right now of leftists that never want to have to go back into an office, and they're trying to use COVID as an excuse. I'm just pointing that out. Lorenz, and if I was an employer and you didn't want to come back, I'd find a way to get rid of your ass. Of course, I'm in an at-will state, so in Texas, I can fire you over the color of your shoes if I don't like it, and I'm protected. Yeah. Lorenz, who has more than 355,000 Twitter followers, took umbrage over the weekend at a humorous tweet from the Twitter account known as Socialist Soprano Memes. That in itself is kind of funny. The Twitter account, which is run by an operator who goes by the handle at Gabagool Marx, not to be confused with Karl Marx, posts memes inspired by characters from the hit HBO crime drama that starred the late James Gandolfini, which aired for 6 seasons between 1999 and 2007. Yeah, it's absolutely one of my favorite series of all time. Probably my second favorite series of all time. The meme targeting Lorenz featured mobster Christopher Moltisanti, who was played by actor Michael Imperioli, having a conversation with his uncle, family boss, Tony Soprano. Quote, she's called Taylor Lorenz T. He always called Tony T on that show. Here is the actual tweet right here. This is what the account originally said. She's called Taylor Lorenz T. She's supposed to be a journalist, but all she does is tell people they're ableist if they go to a restaurant for some dinner. Think she can get in on some no-show jobs like that? Yeah. So he's talking about the fact that she actually gets paid for a living for dogging people out for doing things like, going out to eat. Why? Because of COVID. Oh my God, you're going out to eat. You're going to kill everybody. Oh, here we go. This is what she said back. The Socialist Sopranos meme account has joined the anti-vaxxer COVID denialist harassment campaign against me today. All right. Wow. Very cool and leftist to align yourself with these people. They fired back. Right here. I got the vaccine the moment it was made available to me, actually. April 2021. But this Washington Post, quote, journalist likes to make things up about meme accounts, apparently. So it looks like this Twitter account could actually be of the same political ilk, if you get right down to it, as Taylor Lorenz. But she attacked this account nonetheless, not having all the facts. I mean, this doesn't surprise me from a leftist journalist. I'll just make things up as I go. That's how we get down. That's how we roll, right? Lorenz fired back after being mocked. Very cool and leftist to align yourself with these people. I don't know what she means by leftist here. I truly don't. That's sort of a baffling response, I think. Lorenz then clarified her criticism by accusing the meme operator of hopping in on the anti-vaxxer-led harassment campaign by posting claims that were indistinguishable from what those far-right accounts are saying. Lorenz has been a vocal critic of lifting COVID lockdown measures and mitigation strategies such as mandatory masking, saying that the relaxation of pandemic-era rules and restrictions places people with pre-existing conditions at an increased risk. In December, Lorenz, who frequently wears masks in public due to her immune-compromised status, raised eyebrows when she posted a tweet that at first glance appeared to be an endorsement of China's controversial zero-COVID strategy. That would not surprise me one bit. In China, they locked people in apartments. I think one actually even burned up with a bunch of people in there. If I am not wrong, I'm almost certain that actually happened. They weren't letting those people out. I mean, they locked them in there not to get out. She criticized her own newspaper for an expose that cast COVID mitigation efforts as a failure in light of the renewed spread of the virus in recent months. Quote, choosing not to kill off millions of vulnerable people, as the U.S. is doing, isn't a, quote, critical flaw. She later denied the tweet was an endorsement of China's policies. I don't believe that for a second. Would it shock me if this particular person was co-signing exactly what China was doing over there to those people that had COVID? Would not shock me a bit. Would not shock me a bit. She can come out and deny that all she wants, and I can also choose to just not believe that. Since the start of the pandemic in late 2019, China has sought to completely stamp out the virus by using what many consider draconian tactics, including forcibly isolating infected citizens and cardoning off entire towns and cities. The government in Beijing recently reversed course on its zero COVID strategy after it sparked massive and widespread unrest among the population. Lorenz has generated controversy with her social media post. In November, she called out a Washington Post colleague, Helene Oline, who criticized radio shock jock and notorious germaphobe Howard Stern for not leaving his apartment. Yeah, Howard Stern did not leave his apartment for like 2 full years. Like, he just recently came out. It's ridiculous. Lorenz last year also slammed MSNBC for mishandling a segment during which she broke down in tears and described suffering from trauma and suicidal thoughts in the face of abuse from online critics. So, what we have found out from her, by and large, is that she wants to dish it out, but she doesn't want to take it. Right? Oh, wait a minute. I can be very critical of you. I can say very nasty things about you. But when people respond, she breaks into the typical standard operating procedure leftist, nothing to see here, shielding, oh, you're attacking me, format of living. We've seen that, right? Oh my God, you're attacking me. You're attacking me. That's not good. I mean, I know I've been attacking you for 2 months, but now you're attacking me because this is only supposed to run one direction. No, it's not. It's a two-way street without a shadow of a doubt. Does this surprise me? And does it surprise me that she got into it with somebody that's probably of her same political alignment? The difference here is, and this is what I'm not sure a lot of progressive leftists realize, is that really and truly there are a lot of moderate Democrats out there that think people like Taylor Lorenz are complete and total nutbags, nut jobs. Yeah, lost their ever-loving minds. I'll use Bill Maher, for example. My gut feeling is if he went back and looked at the history of Taylor Lorenz and everything she has said, done, I'm sure he would think you are out of your mind. He rails on people like this on his show all the time, and he's a liberal. But you get the point, and that's a perfect way to describe it. She decides to go after this account, not knowing all the facts. The account comes back and says, I am, in fact, vaccinated. And here we are. It's a mess. Wow. So, I found this interesting. I'm a huge Sopranos fan. Like I said, it's probably like my second favorite series of all time. Rest in peace, James Gandolfini. I've seen Journey in concert, in person. I still believe it's one of the best endings ever. I know it's an ending that infuriated a lot of people. I loved it, personally speaking, because I get to decide for myself sort of what happened there. And in my own world, Tony lives. I know the creator has come out and sort of said, no, Tony died. But, you know, look, and that's a spoiler alert, but look, it's been off for 17 years. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it and caught the ending in 17 years, I don't know what to tell you. But, you know, the creator came out and said, no, look, he's probably dead, all right? In my world, he's still alive, yeah, and he just went into hiding. So, and I love that. I kind of like that I can make up my own ending to that. At first, I did hate it, but now I kind of appreciate it. I really do. It's a great show. I did recently restart watching this for like maybe the third or fourth time. Well, one thing I noticed is the first season is very kind of quirky. It is. It's really kind of quirky, and it while it's about a mob boss and mob goings on, it's kind of lightweight in the first season, and will obviously become more hardcore over time. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.